Extremely bad in border states like Texas, Arizona, and California. In Southern California, 2 men are under arrest this Sunday morning and a significant amount of drugs seized by law enforcement. Lucinda Kay with the very latest.
Police and the DEA collaborated on 2 separate operations. In April, they got word of specific transportation, meth and fentanyl, about to be moved through the region. In May and June, they seized nearly 40 pounds of methamphetamine and more than 40,000 counterfeit fentanyl pills, plus a bunch of MDMA ecstasy. 28-year-old Luis Solorzano Bautista and 23-year-old Brandon Diaz are the suspects. San Diego's chief says there is no doubt these drug seizures saved neighborhoods from overdoses and death. I'm Lucinda Kay.
Tennessee Senator Republican Marsha Blackburn sounding the alarm about China. Here's correspondent Brian Shook.
Blackburn is concerned about what she's calling the new evil axis. She took to Twitter and wrote Russia, Communist China, North Korea, and Iran are working together to take down the USA. It comes amid Blackburn's ongoing criticism about the recent visit to China by U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken. She also wrote China is set to plant troops and intelligence assets within 100 miles of the Florida coast. I'm Brian Shook.
And I'm Laura Winters, USA News.
Shop the best deals of the summer now at Lowe's. Freshen up your home inside and out with buy one, get one 50% off on select interior and exterior paints and exterior stains via Lowe's gift card rebate. Plus, save big on select patio furniture and accessories with up to 50% off. Lowe's knows July 4th savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Offers valid for 6/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host and do not express the views of WVBF ownership or Hometown Talk Radio. Content aired on all programs are those of the host and their guests. Hey, Joey, what's happening? I mean, what's happening in Middleboro and surrounding towns? It's time for the Middleboro Weekend Review with your host, Joey Driscoll. Stay tuned for news, Middleboro news, here on AM 1530 WVBF. Hey, Joey, what's happening?
Alright. And good morning and welcome to Middleboro in Review. I'm Joey Driscoll, and across from me is, as always, Don. Good morning, Don. How are you this beautiful morning?
It's beautiful, cloudy, overcast morning. I'm fine. It's temperature's nice.
It's not raining.
It's not raining yet.
I
don't think it's supposed to rain. I don't know. What's your your teletype?
I don't know. Well, no rain today apparently. But I wouldn't trust that because I thought I had felt some rain before we walked in the studio here.
Oh yeah.
But
I didn't feel
it. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure, but
I didn't feel it.
I definitely felt something.
I didn't feel it.
But 68 degrees currently.
Where, in Taunton or Middleboro? Where?
No, 69 degrees in Taunton.
Okay.
68 in Middleboro, but we'll get to Middleboro in a second. 69 in Taunton. Foggy skies.
Yeah.
No. Cloudy, yes.
Cloudy. Yeah,
foggy, I don't know.
There's not much fog out there. Maybe in some parts of Taunton.
86 and apparently rain is forecasted.
It is?
For Taunton.
Today?
Yes.
Right
for
now?
Taunton, yes.
Okay.
We'll get to Middleboro in a second.
Probably going to rain in Middleboro.
For Taunton. Actually, it looks like all week. Yeah, all week. Today is the hottest day of the week. 86 of the upcoming week. 86 degrees today. A low of 65. 81 tomorrow. Rain in the forecast every single day. That could change, of course, but that's concerning. Middleboro, 68 degrees. cloudy skies. I'll say cloudy skies. Well, Middleboro, it actually might be foggy. It was foggy a little bit when we left. So I could consider Middleboro to be foggy right now. But 86 degrees, sunny skies today, or partly sunny skies today. I'm not sure why it's not going to rain in Middleboro and it's raining here. I don't get it. I really don't.
We've seen that before.
Yeah, so. I don't get it. But Monday, same thing. Partly sunny skies. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, rain in the forecast. Wednesday is the day to watch out for because there might be some lightning involved or thunder. So definitely be careful out there on Wednesday if that forecast does come to fruition. Driscoll, North Dakota, 58 degrees. 77 for the high today. And mostly sunny skies. 81 tomorrow. So pretty nice weather in Driscoll, North Dakota. Driscoll, Texas, 80 currently. And it's just going to get hotter. 102 today. 104 tomorrow. 105 on Tuesday. Hundreds every single day for the next 7 days. There is an excessive heat warning that's in effect right now from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday. I'm not sure if that's tonight or that's next Sunday. But dangerously hot conditions with index values of 115 to 120 expected in the Driscoll, Texas area. So
you think?
Pretty bad. Pretty bad stuff there. So if you're in the Driscoll, Texas area, there's a major city there in that area as well. Galveston. If you're in the Galveston area, definitely be careful.
Yeah, Driscoll, Texas is a suburb of Galveston.
Okay. Yeah, so if you're in the Galveston, Texas area or Driscoll, Texas area, be careful out there.
And Driscoll, North Dakota isn't a suburb of anything.
It's in the middle. It's in the middle of...
It's next to I-94. I think it's just east of Billings.
It's...
Not Billings.
There is...
Bismarck, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Bismarck, and then there's another city that's in between it, too. It's right in the middle of two cities, I believe.
I could Google that. See what we're talking about. But we were trying to call some restaurants to find out what the town was all about, but the last cafe closed like 4 years ago, so I'm not even sure if they even got a gas station in Driscoll, North Dakota. Not much going on there.
Yeah, there isn't, but we'll keep trying.
Yeah.
We'll keep trying. Same thing with Driscoll, Texas. I know we said that we were going to get someone from those two towns, and we're going to keep trying. More information to come.
Well, Driscoll, Texas has a town hall.
Yes, it does.
We did call.
And we did call, yeah.
Driscoll, North Dakota, not as much. I mean, they might have one, but it's probably not staffed. It's probably one of those things where they all go meet once a week. They open up they open it up, turn the lights off, dust off the desks, and do their business. So
yeah,
just like Thurman, West Virginia, they got a population of 4, but they do have a little town hall. So we saw that.
I want to take a moment to thank Chachi LaPrette for coming on the show via phone on Thursday, coming on Middleboro Matters on Thursday. We had a great interview, 1 hour of great Beatles talk, and we talked about his event that was Friday. We talked about that. We talked about it was a Beatles night at Lorenzo's. We went there, and it was fun. It was a really fun event. And next one is July 14th. We'll be going to that one as well. I'll be going to the August 5th one as well. That's the big one that Chachi, if you were listening on Thursday, Chachi mentioned. August 5th would be the big night, the big date for those 4 events, and then the other one was in September. So that is great. We're going to have Chachi on once again. We're finalizing the date. We're finalizing, it's going to be a Thursday. We're finalizing the date.
What's that, the 13th of July?
I believe it's going to be the 13th. We're going to finalize that with Chachi this week. And he might be in the studio. It sounded like that he wanted to be in the studio for this one, for this interview. So you might be able to hear him live on WVBF.
Yeah, that'd be good. And I always try to trip him up with a question that's not Beatles related, but sort of Beatles related. There's a little tad of Beatles related. Just like a second distant relative, cousins kind of question. But
and there was some pretty interesting trivia that Chachi was even stumped on at the Beatles night.
Yeah, but I mean, for some of the you can walk up to someone like Chachi and Brett and just ask him almost any question about that band, and he doesn't have to go to his phone. He just knows it. But people know they're going to that, so they spend hours on Google trying to find something that he wouldn't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't know every little cut, every little corner. But there was some, and there was a few they thought he would have been stumped, and he wasn't. So that was cool too. And they had some entertainment there, and that was good. And do you remember the name of that kid who was there? I got his card in the...
Yeah, we have his card, and I don't know off the top of my head.
Talk about
right
it next week. We'll get the card out.
We'll have the card and talk about it.
He did a lot of the earlier Beatles stuff, so I wish I brought the card. Actually,
we also invited him on a future show.
Actually, at the next break, I'm going to run out and get the card.
Yeah.
So I think everyone... This kid's good.
Yes,
and,
very good.
He played my song, Bulldog. And gave you a shout out, which I thought was really cool.
Yes,
the radio station. So the food was awesome. So it was a really good time. It's 3 more.
There is 3 more. The next one's July 14th. That one will be free, and then the one in September will be free. The August one is the major one, and I believe that is ticketed.
That is ticketed.
So yes.
So I'm not sure. They might be doing reservations for everything, and they got all these other bands too that are playing.
Yes, it's a huge summer concert series type thing for Lorenzo's.
So you can just go on their website or whatever, or you go buy a T-shirt. Buy a T-shirt.
Yes,
Joey's got the T-shirt on. We got him a T-shirt.
Yeah, on the Facebook you can see it.
So it's a good time. It's local. You support local. It's right in Middleboro. It's been an institution in Middleboro for a long time, and I know they started out in Taunton in 1950, and got to meet the owner. She was really nice, and she was out working, and it was a good time. Everyone seemed to have fun, and the Beatle trivia was really fun.
It was fun, yes.
Just Chachi walking around, and they had like a dance contest, and
yes,
they had giving away CDs, Red Sox tickets, stuff like that. There's fun stuff like that, and we all had fun, and I suggest it's a good time. So just stay tuned here to WVBF. Hopefully on the 13th, Chachi will be in studio. Like I said, Joey said he needs to finalize it.
I'm going to finalize it tomorrow, probably, or today. It's either today or tomorrow. Later on today or sometime tomorrow, I will be finalizing it. Or definitely this week.
Yeah, this week. It'll probably be closer towards the time, but I'm pretty sure he'll come on. He said he would.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna try to finalize it. Soon. So.
Yeah, soon.
Yeah, very soon.
I don't know about today. What are you talking about today for? Yeah, you gotta.
Maybe I said maybe today.
I'm not gonna say. Hey, I know you're sleeping. Hey, Chachi. Hello. What do you think?
This week.
Yeah, Joe, I told you 4 times.
For sure. This week for sure. But anyway.
No, that'd be good. That was a treat having him call in, and there's you talked about the new Beatles song that might be released pretty soon.
Yes. That was interesting.
Well, what I found out is they were John Lennon songs at first, and that was the batch from 1995. One of the songs was "Free as a Bird," and there was two, and then this song was the third one, but no one really wanted to release it. The band didn't want to release it because they couldn't clean it up enough. It was unreleasable, and George is on there. It is. He said, "Well, it's a Beatles. It's Beatles." And I was like, "Okay, you're right. It's Beatles." So George is on it. John's voice is on it. So it would have been the three surviving Beatles back in '95 doing the music, in '95 with John's voice. And I didn't know that Yoko gave the band, the organization, those three songs, so that they were beginnings of John Lennon solo stuff, his voice. So it'd be interesting to see how good it is. And like Chachi said, every time you think you've heard the last of it, they always pop up with something new as far as new material. And
yeah,
we're always looking for new material. So that was really interesting because I didn't know that. I didn't know George was on it, but it wouldn't be. But made sense. Well, it's Beatles, kind of. I was like, yeah, okay, you're right. You need the four original Beatles, so it's not Beatles. So George definitely was on it. So that was very interesting. So you learn something new every day, Joe?
You do. Yes, you do. And we'll be learning something on today's show. Like when the 4th of July parade will be, and where it will be.
In Middleboro.
Well, yes, in Middleboro, obviously. Yes. Carnival in Middleboro, when that will be, where that will be, and other things as well. So
in Middleboro.
Oh, well, Don, yes, of course. It's not going to be in Taunton.
Well, no, you know.
The Middleboro Carnival is going to be in Taunton, everybody. No, it's not. But we'll definitely say where.
Well, you talk about Taunton stuff too. So
yes, I'm sure there's something in here.
Plenty in here.
Did
Chris give you a little packet? A little Taunton packet?
Well,
he always gives you something.
I got one Taunton announcement.
Okay.
For the 4th of July time.
All right.
One Taunton announcement.
Which is coming up soon.
And
everyone's gonna be on the road. There'll be a lot of motorcycles out now.
Yes.
Everyone knows that.
There already is quite a bit out there.
And people do ride motorcycles in the rain.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes that's their only vehicle. I have a friend, Mickey, good friend of mine. He lives in New Jersey, but before he got his pickup, he was having problems with his truck, and all last winter he drove his bike to work, his motorcycle. So I mean, there people ride their bikes year round in the winter and even in the rain. So just always keep an eye out for the motorcycles. Always check twice. Not every bike has loud pipes, so keep that in mind. And don't tailgate the people on the bikes, and always look out for emergency vehicles on the highway. Always try to move over. That's very important.
Very important.
It's just you don't want to have a problem. The highway. If anybody's broke down on the highway, it's a scary place to be. Trying to change a flat and I did see something that was kind of disturbing. There was a family that was broke down on 24. And they were standing behind the vehicle with a baby and stuff. And I just wish they had the sense to maybe just walk over the other side of the guardrail a little bit and maybe move themselves down in front of the car. In case someone hit the guardrail, maybe they bounce off the guardrail. But they were like almost. I was hoping. I'm sure that help was on its way or whatever. But that just disturbed me because you have the family behind the vehicle with no protection and just. And what can you do? You got to keep driving. You can't pull over and say, "Hey, you got you just add it to the. You just hope people have sense." But what a lot of people do, and this happened with my father years ago when we got a flat. We got a flat just in Quincy, and first thing he did is like over the guardrail and down the hill. Okay, it was like a little in drop, and we had to sit there until he was able to swap out the tire. And he was up there swapping up the tire. But us three kids were down. We were down. He has to go down this hill, and he said, "Just stay here." You know what I mean? I don't want you anywhere. And I remember that. But if you can do that, if you broke down, you don't want to be around the vehicle, and if you can go over the little guardrail and maybe go on, a flat is ideal, but we even went down the hill a little bit and kind of sat on the bank, but that's more protection than being on the highway. So just be safe out there and have fun.
Yes.
Enjoy the
absolutely
celebrations of this wonderful country we have.
Be safe with all the 4th of July stuff.
Right.
Fireworks are illegal.
Fireworks are illegal in
this state.
Fireworks
are illegal in this state.
Okay, so there's a lot of liability behind that. I mean, I know a lot of people. You wouldn't think that, 4th of July when you're sitting at home sometimes, but it is, and you don't want to have. The thing is, you don't want anything catching on fire. You don't want neighbors catching on fire or whatnot, neighbor's house, or it's getting hurt. So. And they do. If you go up to New Hampshire and grab them, they do wait for it. They really do. They write weights numbers down, and so just be careful. Just don't do anything you shouldn't do. I mean, they are illegal, and there's a reason because of the population. They're legal in New Hampshire because they don't. New Hampshire, well, it's their Senate, it's their legislation. They decided it's legal. We have such a densely populated state here. I mean,
we have a densely populated state.
I mean, in the east, west not as much,
in the
but
east. In the west, no, not as much.
Still, I mean,
it's still
state.
densely populated in like cities like Worcester and other cities like Springfield.
So I can see, and a lot of people hurt themselves, but fireworks are illegal.
And there've been high profile stories in the news about people
lately. Yeah, it has been
with the 4th of July. Stuff and getting really hurt.
Right. Blowing their hands off, losing their fingers, losing all their nerves. And
There was a football player, I believe he played for the Giants. I'm not sure exactly what his name was. I think I'll get that name. But he was injured in a fireworks incident.
Right. And usually drinking's involved too, so people are playing with fireworks drinking, which
I believe
it
was Plaxico Burress, but I'm not 100% sure. I will get that name. I'll make sure I get that name.
And I'll get that card of that singer, that player, because he was awesome. And we're going to try to have him call on the show or come in maybe some in the next few weeks.
Okay, we are going to take our first commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to do our Today in History is a little early, because I think we have quite a few, and I want to get that out of the way. So we'll do that early. Like I said recently, if we have a lot of Today in History's birthdays and passings, we will do them early.
I like that format because we started doing that format when Ed Zucker was here, and you got his perspective, you got his point of view. We asked him, and he asked me, and you asked Ed, and I just like the idea of the different perspectives and the round table. I always like the whole round table thing, the whole feedback and everything. And I liked his comment. My comment was my comment, and your comment was yours. So,
all right, let's take a commercial break, and we'll be right back here on WVBF 1530 AM 99.7 FM. This is Joey Driscoll, and this is Middleboro in Review. It is the 25th of June, 2023. .403.
Spark Street Auto Body, located at 48 Spark Street, Brockton, Massachusetts,
New York.
offers the highest quality collision repair and complete auto service for your car. They are a direct repair shop for all major insurance companies. You should reach them at 508-583-1495. They are open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5, and 8 to 4 on Fridays.
Oh, he's a Pierre Paul.
You will not be disappointed. 508-583-1495.
Jason Pierre Paul. All right. 52.
Combat Veteran Motorcycle Association is an association of combat veterans from all branches of the United States Armed Forces who ride motorcycles as a hobby.
Come on.
Our mission is to support those who have defended our country and freedoms. Our focus services to help veteran care facilities provide a warm meal, clothing, shelter, and guidance, or simply to say thank you and welcome home. We have members from nearly all 50 states and living abroad. Many members continue to serve in our armed forces, with several serving in combat areas now. We sponsor and or participate in many motorcycle-related charity events each year, and as a nonprofit organization, donate to various veteran care facilities and veteran charities. To learn more about the Combat Veteran Motorcycle Association and how you can join or support, please visit cvma2-2.org.
Hi, this is Martha Clifton, your host for Medicare Moment with Martha.
23.
Each week, we present the latest information on health, legal, and lifestyle issues that affect you and your family. It's fascinating, fast-paced, and fun as we explore
Ian
all
Mothra.
aspects of
He was playing at the district.
So join
Yes.
me for Medicare
Yes.
Moment with Martha, Saturday,
I think it was the 9th.
and
July
Sunday
9th?
at
I'll look it
9
up.
I think so.
On AM 1530 and 99.7 FM, WVBF, your hometown radio station.
Who was that player you were trying to get the information on?
Jason Pierre
Oh,
Paul.
you got it?
Yep. He got hurt. That almost ended his career, actually.
The district. Taunton.
Right here on WVBF 1530 Taunton, Middleboro, and on the internet at hometowntalkradio.com.
It's district court.
No, I think that's the old where the old court was.
Oh, is it?
I think so. Okay.
District.
3, 2, 1, and 0. And we are back here on Middleboro in review. I'm Joey Driscoll. It is 7:32 a.m. It is June 25th, 2023. We're nearing the halfway point, or at almost the halfway point of the year. Right, Don?
Getting there.
Getting there.
Getting there. July 1st.
Getting there, yep.
July 1st is
Yep.
month number 7. So
Yeah.
fiscal
year 2024 begins on July the 4th. I mean, not July the 4th. July the 1st. I apologize.
Why'd you say the 4th?
July the 1st. I apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of July 4th.
Yeah.
That's
They
a holiday.
changed it. Yeah.
July 1st.
Well, you're thinking 4th of July.
Yes, I am. July 1st, 2023 begins fiscal year 2024. So, yeah. All right. That New York Giants player that had that fireworks injury was Jason Pierre Paul. That happened in 2015. July 4th, 2015. So, since then, he's gone on to play. He played 2 more years in the Giants after that injury. That injury did almost end his career, but he ended up continuing to play. He played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, won a Super Bowl with the Giants as well. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion. He was a Baltimore Raven as of last year, but he is now a free agent at the age of 34. So he's on the wrong side of 30 when it comes to football. But if there's any information about Jason Pierre-Paul and if he gets signed to a team, I'll definitely talk about it. But he's a 2-time champion. He is a very good player, for sure. 629 total tackles in his career, 94 sacks, 21 forced fumbles, and 10 fumble recoveries. Definitely a very good player. for sure. Made a difference on the Giants team, who won the Super Bowl against us, against the Patriots. So he's also made 2 Pro Bowls. Very good good play.
And almost lost it all because of fireworks.
Because of a fireworks incident, yes.
I brought you that card, and I got you that information.
Okay, thank you. All right,
Crack research team over here.
So the band...
Well, grab that so you want.
Band 60s Thunder with Ian Mothra will be playing at the District in Taunton, July 8th, 2023, from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Price is $20. So that is coming up Saturday, July 8th. 2023 at the District Center for the Arts in Taunton, Massachusetts.
Ian Mothra?
Ian Mothra is his last name.
That's who was on. That's who played on Friday night. It was just Ian with just an acoustic.
Yeah, it was just
doing,
Ian.
Just a lot of the Beatles, early Beatles stuff, which he sounded great. Actually, we got to talk to him at our table. He's a really nice guy. And I got his card. Why don't you just give him their? There's a website on it.
Yeah. So,
I want to buy a CD.
The band is called 60s Thunder, and you can go to that website, 60sthunder.com. Again, that is 60sthunder.com. And he also has a Gmail at theianmothra@gmail.com. Again, that's THEIANMOTHA@gmail.com.
He was great, just doing those early Beatles stuff, and just himself, just with an acoustic, not even plugged in acoustic. It just sounded great because the tent area. I don't know, you could hear it. It's just small. It's just intimate enough where everyone can hear it. It's not super big, large. So you just go in there with a regular acoustic out in front of the stage area, or where Chachi was doing his show or running his operation. But he was good. He was good. He was a nice kid. We got to talk to him, and we're gonna try to reach out to him. Maybe he'll call in or come in or something like that.
Yeah.
He seemed interested, so maybe we'll get him on. He could just talk. We can just talk Beatles and stuff. We can't play any music on the station because we don't have a license.
We can't.
But
we could definitely
we can
talk about it.
Stuff like
talk
that.
about his music. Talk about
like
and
when
the
someone
Beatles
comes on and they talk music. It just your imagination just pops up.
Yes.
So now it says I gotta go see this kid, or I gotta go buy his album, or I gotta tune in, or whatever. So I'll go check out the show over in Middleboro, Lorenzo's, or whatever. So that's just it's key. Music's key. So this kid was good. I liked him. The whole presentation was great. It was such a fun night, and we had fun. And Jim DuPont and his girlfriend Anita showed up, and that was cool. They showed up with us. They sat, and we had fun, and it was such a good night. It was
a fun event for sure.
It was a fun event, right in Middleboro. It's just the food is good. The pizza, and I had raviolis, and you had your macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese. Yeah.
So we're gonna go back.
It was very good.
We'll go back today. We're gonna have lunch there.
Yeah.
And we're gonna.
And we're gonna make a reservation for the 14th.
Yeah.
So, anyway, our today in history and birthdays and passings on this day. 1876, Battle of the Little Bighorn and the death of Lieutenant Colonel George Armstrong Custer happened on this day in 1876. 1913, American Civil War veterans begin arriving at the Great Reunion of 1913. 1991, this is a major one. The breakup of Yugoslavia begins when Slovenia and Croatia declare their independence from Yugoslavia. This was just prior to the Soviet Union falling apart as well.
It was after.
Oh, I see. It was after.
Yeah.
Apologize. No, it was after.
I think it was.
No?
What year?
1991.
Oh,
June
maybe
1991.
Oh, June. You're right.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Because it was 90. It was Christmas Day. 91.
It was Christmas Day 1991 is when they broke apart.
Very sorry.
So for Christmas Day 1991, the whole of the Soviet Union broke apart, but this is the beginning of it. The breakup of Yugoslavia was a pretty major event. 1993, Kim Campbell is sworn in as the first female Prime Minister of Canada. 1997, the National Hockey League approved expansion franchises for Nashville, the Nashville Predators, Atlanta, the Atlanta Thrashers, who are no longer around, the Columbus Blue Jackets in 2000, and the Minneapolis St. Paul. Minneapolis St. Paul, of course, is not around. So, two of those franchises are no longer around in the NHL. Atlanta was approved and entered the league in 1999. They're no longer around. I believe their last year, I'm not sure when their last year was, about a decade or so ago. And Minneapolis St. Paul, I don't know anything about at all. Columbus Blue Jackets, they entered the league in 2000, and the Nashville Predators entered the league in 1998. Our birthdays: 1886, Henry H. Arnold, American general, was an American general officer holding the ranks of General of the Army and later General of the Air Force. Arnold was an aviation pioneer, Chief of the Air Corps from 1938 to 1941, commanding General of the United States Army Air Forces, the only United States Air Force general to hold a 5-star rank, and the only officer to hold a 5-star rank in 2 different U.S. military services. Henry H. Arnold, born on this day in 1886. 1903, George Orwell, British novelist, essayist, and critic. Don, have you ever read any of George Orwell's books?
No.
I read Animal Farm. It was a very interesting book.
Wait a second. I read Animal Farm in school.
Yes, Animal Farm is a great book.
I didn't know it was him. I think everyone read that.
1984 was also a book that he wrote.
Yeah.
I didn't read that one, but I definitely read Animal Farm, and it was definitely a fun book.
Yeah, Animal Farm,
sure.
yeah. It's kind of creepy, I thought.
A fun read, but also a creepy read as well. 1984, definitely an interesting read for anyone who hasn't read it yet. I haven't read it yet, but I've heard a lot of interesting things about it.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. My friend Kevin is a big reader. Ayn Rand, he read Atlas Shrugged. Mm-hmm. I tried to stop that. I was like, that's got 1,000+ pages. Some people can just really buzz through the books. And my friend Kevin's one of them, and he liked it. And The Fountainhead, I believe, was another one that they did. So it was. Yeah, I mean, interested read. I mean, for somebody who likes her, likes Ayn Rand, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
1954, Sonia Sotomayor, American lawyer and jurist, Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States. She's Supreme Court Justice currently. One of 9.
Yeah, when was she born?
1954. June 25th, 1954.
Okay, right.
June 25th, 1956, Anthony Bourdain, born on this day in 1956, American chef and author. He had a show on CNN, Parts Unknown.
Yeah.
Very good show. Very good show.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we lost him a few years ago. He took his own life a couple of years ago, in 2018.
Yep.
But he had a great show. He was a great chef. He had a very interesting show where he went around the world. And it was a really, really fun show.
That was a successful show, too.
It was. It really was. Yes. 1966, Dikembe Mutombo, Congolese-American basketball player. Very good basketball player. And he was also little known fact, he was also on a couple of Geico commercials as well.
Who was
it? It was a Geico campaign.
Who wasn't on Geico?
Yeah, I know. There was a Geico campaign with him, and it was funny. Very funny.
That's one of the most brilliant advertising campaigns I've ever seen.
And it still is.
Company.
It still kind of is.
The caveman. Sure. They start with the caveman, and then they got the little gecko guy, and then they have
the gecko is funny.
They have like I don't know 8 or 9 different scenarios, little characters they invent, and everyone's been if you can go back and you research all those commercials, you'll find out that there's so many stars and so many well-known people who just.
And our passings, we have 2. And they're on the same day. They're on the same day in the same year. Both in 2009, June 25th, 2009. Farrah Fawcett, American actress and producer. We've had a lot of great movies. Was she in several movies with Patrick Swayze?
I don't know, but I mean, I was listening to the Cannonball Run song this morning.
Yeah,
she was in I think she was in the first one or the second one. I know she was in one of them.
So she passed away on this day in 2009. Also in 2009, Michael Jackson, the King of Pop, passed away.
Oh yeah, that was shocking. I never thought in a million years we'd lose him that early. So that was heartbreaking because everyone loved Michael Jackson.
Of course, he's a singer, songwriter, producer, dancer, and actor. Yeah, he was in a couple of movies. Believe one of the movies centered around his one of his songs as well. He was in the movie. Really good singer.
Yeah.
King of Pop for a reason.
Yep.
Very good.
Even his early stuff, like from '70 when his first major song came up, "Don't Stop."
Yes.
That was like came out in '79, '80, and that was a popular song. I think that got him going. And of course, he was with the Jackson 5 with his brothers, and that was always good too.
He didn't tour for Thriller.
No.
Solo. He didn't tour for Thriller solo. After Thriller, he rejoined Jackson 5, and they kind of did that, the promotion for Thriller.
Okay.
So.
And
yeah,
and I think it was Bad. That song Bad was good.
Yeah.
Beat It.
Yeah.
And
very good.
Eddie Van Halen.
Eddie Van Halen said Beat It. Yeah.
Beat It.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And Wesley Snipes is in Bad, I believe.
What? Oh, as a video?
As in the video.
One of the dances?
Yep. One of the people who just are in the video.
Okay. Yeah.
And along with probably many others.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so that is
I like the song Bad. I thought
I do
too.
I do too.
I like Michael Jackson's stuff. I really did, and he didn't go too far in one direction. He's pretty consistent.
He was.
I mean, I think there's a lot of, and I'm not knocking these artists, and they're really good artists, but sometimes they just go off in a direction where they just kind of get away from where they started with their roots, and they want to reinvent the wheel or whatever.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I mean, a true diehard fan would fall any band off a cliff. You know that, right?
And he was under pressure to do go in a different direction by his manager, by his producer.
Yeah, he didn't.
By Quincy Jones. He was.
Really?
Yes, he was.
Quincy Jones.
He was.
Wow.
He was pressured
because Quincy Jones seems like a consistent. Even with his music.
Because Quincy Jones was thinking a certain genre of music
was coming up.
That was coming up,
yeah,
which I believe it was. I'm not sure what it was. Rap, I believe. I'm not sure about.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Hip hop or rap.
Yeah, maybe
but
try to push him in that. I don't think that would have been him.
It wouldn't have worked.
No,
it would not have worked.
He didn't fall for it.
Nope, he didn't.
I mean, rap started in the mid '80s, and
that actually led to him falling away from Quincy Jones and hiring new producers and things like that.
Oh, really? Yeah, yes. I know. Quincy Jones did.
He did.
Represented for a while.
He did Thriller. He did Thriller, I believe. First album too, I'm not 100% sure.
But I think his music progressed, and it was sort of different, but it didn't go off the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
no, it didn't.
I mean, there's bands out there that they do one album and then the next album comes in. And it's just like, is this the same band that I knew from the last album? I mean, the whole format's different. The whole music style's different. Everything's different. So what's up?
Want to mention Williams Trading Post. We're going to be playing their ad in a second. Believe this is the last week before they are closed. I will get that information out.
Well, they might be open around the 4th. I mean,
they might be open around the 4th, but I know they're closing pretty soon for a couple of months or a month or two.
Well, yeah, they open back up.
They open back up
in
September. So we'll get that information for you. But Williams Trading Post ads coming up, as well as Nicaragua Landscape Supplies as well. Ad is coming up.
Nicaragua, he used to be in Route 28 over in Rock Village, right off the exit, right off the Rock Village exit. He was always there next to the Mobile, the gas station there. He's been there for years, as long as I've known him. I've been going there, buying off him for 25 plus years. So he's in the Winnetoxic Provide.
Yes.
River Provide. Who's on 58. So he has that location right on Route 58, just north of 44, right there. He's right on the left-hand side, and he's got some nice stuff.
Yes.
And if you like the mulch, that's natural black mulch, or not dyed, because a lot of these places, what they do is they take wood chips and then they just dye them, and then just say, here you go. But anybody who's done landscaping, I have, it's all over your hands at the end of the day. And then I remember I did a job for a customer, and the kid who was working with me, the guy just painted the house, and the kid was like mulching, and I got the black stuff, which was obviously dyed. So I walk around the corner, and the kid was doing the front bang, and I almost had a heart attack. And he's got his handprints all over the front of it. It took me 3 hours to scrub this guy's house down. The guy was mad. And the guy never called me after that. And he was a great customer. So I probably lost the customer. I cleaned the house nice. But I mean, I was just looking at the first day, new kid. It was his last day, too. I'm sorry to say. But it's just, I don't know. It's just, that got me away from that black sticky mulch that's dyed. I always, every time I got black. And I don't really do much in landscaping. I get some of my customers get me that good stuff. Give me the stuff that's not dye, that has dye all over it. It's got to be all over my driveway, all over my hands, all over my kitchen table, all over everything else. It's a natural mulch. It comes from New Hampshire, so that's important. So
let's take our last commercial break. I'm Joey Driscoll, and this is Middleboro in Review on WVB at 1530 AM, 99.7 FM. We'll be right back. One, three. And there we go.
Williams Trading Post is now open for its spring season. At Williams Trading Post, they have everything you need for spring. They have annuals, hanging baskets, fruit trees, and much more. They also have an antique shop where you can get great gifts. Williams Trading Post is located at 536 Wareham Street in Middleboro, Massachusetts. You can also call them at 508-947-1598. Give Nicaragua Landscape Supplies a call today at 508-947-5363 for same-day delivery service. He offers mulch, stone, and wood chips. He also offers granite bird baths and Yukimi lanterns. Visit his new location at 364 Main Street in Plimpton.
Great music. You couldn't ask better music.
Music is really good.
You picked it.
Yeah, music is really good. I tend to pick pretty good music with the ads.
Yeah, you do.
I know which works. Yeah. It just if I really dig it, I'll know right away if I really dig it.
Actually, try to get someone for Thursday to get hold of Ray.
Yeah, I gotta get hold of him. Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get Middleboro Gas and Electric though.
Well, we gotta get somebody. We haven't had anyone since Chuck.
Yeah. Many of them come to us with various types of aid. This can take many forms and include many of the following programs: utilities and rent assistance,
agency referrals, clothing and furniture vouchers, and temporary lodging. For more information, go to svdvmiddleboro.org. May the good Lord bless you and keep you safe.
Okay, we're not doing sports today.
No.
No,
Yeah,
no
well,
sports.
it's about time.
Yeah, no
Well,
sports.
this hour ago.
No South Coast Rail, nothing like that. I was going to do that, but
No.
I do have to make one correction on the sports.
What about the Taunton thing, the Taunton announcement?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll do that next too. Yep, you're right. Okay, I'll do that next. 3, 2, 0, bingo. Awesome.
That was the music from Politically Speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Who picked that? Tony?
Tony did, yeah. Well, I played a bunch of cuts for him, and he chose that one.
Wow.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, 0. And we are back. I turned the music down. Quick thing, sports related. Just one quick thing, sports related. We don't have time to do a whole sports update today, but we'll do it next week. I promise, either Thursday or Sunday.
I'll make sure you do it.
I promise. I promise this time. Anyone looking forward to sports? I'm sorry we didn't have much time to do it today. But one thing I want to make a correction on. On Thursday, I said Marcus Smart was traded to the Dallas Mavericks. Actually, he was traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. So I wanted to make that correction there. So he's a Memphis Grizzly. The Memphis Grizzlies are getting a good player with Marcus Smart. Definitely, for sure. And the Celtics are getting a great player with Kristaps Porzingis. So a lot of great players to be had. Don, speak for 1 second. I gotta get my headphones here.
Okay. Again, 4th of July is coming up. Please be safe. Fireworks are illegal, so that's just how it is. Phone call?
Yes, someone is on the phone here. So we're gonna say good morning, caller. Yes.
And years went on. My wife loved doing around the property, and but I'd take the pickup truck. I would go down and get all the mulch, and I'd bring it back, and big pile, and then go clean my truck. But what it came to me was, I finally had to insist that from now on, I'm picking up bags. And I will back up the pickup truck with the bags and stack them up. And come next spring, you can still take those off because that big truck full of mulch just made a mess out of everything. So I said, from now on, you get bags. And we'll put those in, we'll stack them up, and they'll be there nice all ready for you come spring.
See that
was my solution.
Yeah, too bad though. They went with that situation, because I've been delivering mulch for years, and it just seems like they lost you as far as bulk mulch because it makes a mess. But I mean, if they were just buying natural stuff, it wouldn't be leaking all over your driveway. It wouldn't be a mess. They just went with the wood chips, and then they just dye it, and it's just a mess. I've seen the dye they use and the processes they do, but I mean, years ago.
Yeah, if you're gonna look at it, and you're gonna see when you get to the place, and you're gonna see 3 different colors of mulch, you gotta put it in your brain that this is not. This is not natural tree stuff.
Well, they do have natural tree stuff, and it does come from New Hampshire. It's a little bit more money, but I mean, when I started delivering mulch back in 2000, that was the case. They didn't really do that process, and then as the years went by, they just figured 1 minute. Joey tells me, 1 minute. I got to wrap this up, but they figured we'll just do it that way. We'll just dye wood chips and save money because there was such a big demand for it. And I think that just, like I said, it lost you. I know a lot of people went to the bag situation because of that reason. and then if you don't feel like working, and you're a slave to the pile too. You can't have the pile in your front yard for like weeks. You can just do bag at a time at your leisure.
And then the dog is going to get into it, or something's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to be all over the place.
I'll let you go.
Footprints
All right,
everywhere.
thank you so much, caller.
Have a great Sunday.
All right, we have 10 seconds.
Someone was paying attention about the mulch, right?
10 seconds. City of Taunton, the Municipal Council and Committee meeting scheduled for Tuesday, July 4th, 2023, will be held on Monday, July 3rd, 2023 at 7:30 in the morning. Again, that is 7:30 in the morning. Meetings will be held in the Chester R. Martin Municipal Council Chambers, 15 Summer Street, Taunton, Massachusetts. So, no City Council meeting on Tuesday, July 4th, because it's July 4th. So it will be Monday, July 3rd at 7:30 a.m.
A.M., huh?
A.M.
Yeah, besides a.m. with...
A.M. in the morning, yes, it is highlighted here.
Okay, all right.
All right, so that'll do it for today's program. I want to thank everyone for listening in. We'll be back next week with another edition of Middleboro in Review. We'll be in the month of July 2nd, I believe. Yes, July 2nd.
Friday, yeah.
Yes, so July 2nd. We'll have another edition of Middleboro Matters this Thursday. So thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your week.
That was Ray, right?
That was Ray calling in. All right, 3, 2, 1, and bye-bye.